Hey, it's Michael here, founder of Audyx, and today I'm giving you another inside look at what we are doing within Audyx, how we can really help you, and how I've put this together. So whether you are a leader looking to get the service that we provide to actually help you figure out what's going on within your business, or maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're like, how is Michael building this? I'm here to share that all with you because I want to help as many people as possible. But today we're going to look into how we actually structure this and the tools we use, because some of the tools I made, but also I did not make it all, and I'm working with other businesses. So that's what I'm excited to share with you today. And the first one that I want to talk about is Voiceform. So they are a really cool company that I came across when I was looking for a way for people I work with, these clients. I'm going to be working with their team, and I want to know what is actually going on in their business. And there are many different ways you can come across this. If I was doing a traditional consulting role, I would be there in person, living, breathing with them, having probably interviews, taking them into offices with me, figuring out, having so many meetings. But what do all these meetings have in common? It's that they are speaking. They are talking with you as the consultant. And in my own experience, when I was in the fintech startup for 10 weeks, that's what I did. My favorite part of the entire time was building these relationships with my coworkers who became my friends. We were all in it together. And I have just a curious mind, and I learned so much about what each person did in their own department, their own role, what was working well, what wasn't, how they were improving things. And so when I came to building out Audyx, I was like, I need to get that same quality of information, but I'm not going to find that through written responses. And most of you, if you are a leader and you're like, well, we already have a survey we use these different companies and we have them click buttons, they can add optional information if they want to type it out, or we force them to type things out. But let me tell you, you're not going to get the information you need. One, like what we provide at Audyx is I'm the person in the middle that protects the anonymity of your employees so that they can actually speak the truth. But what is the truth we want to hear is that we want actual, deep, insightful, honest data, information from them, just as if I was inside your company talking back and forth with one of your employees. And that's what you get from Voiceform, is that you can have voice-driven responses. They come to the question, you push a button to start recording, and you spill your guts out. And I know that's kind of a harsh way of saying it, but I took my own survey myself about the fintech startup that I was in. And man, you guys, it was not only very fun to do, because most surveys you take, you think that like, oh, I'm going to sit there and click through, I'm going to type, and I don't really want to type, I just need to get this done with. But this was fun because I want to share my experience. I want to share the good, the bad, what I went through within this. So not only do I have that mindset as someone taking this audit of like, man, I get the chance to share, like the company actually wants to hear from me, because I'm a person who I want to do what I love to do. I want to be passionate about what I'm working in. So yes, I'm always willing to share and talk with others. But at the same time, it's also very cathartic, very therapeutic, because I am able to speak the truth. As I was ending that time at the fintech startup, I became very scared of not knowing who I could talk to, what would be offensive if I sent it in an email, if I spoke up on a video call with the team. I was in this everything was getting smaller. So to have the chance to be able to speak truthfully, knowing I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be fully anonymized, I can speak exactly what I experienced, was so freeing. It was a breath of fresh air. And so when I knew I was putting Audyx together, I'm like, there has to be someone out there that has some sort of speech-driven, voice-driven, I want to hear from the people that I work with. And so that's how I came across Voiceform. I met with their CEO, the founder, Philip, and man, he was awesome. He walked me through, shared with him what I was looking to do, and I've actually talked with him multiple times. It's been a great guy to work with, and I'm excited to keep on using Voiceform to actually get the honest insight that you need as a founder if you're wanting to do this. And so I'll move my face up here to be more in line, but this is an inside look of the diagnostic report that I mentioned in my previous video, really showing you as you're getting into this as the leader, as you're reading through, about to start here's your introduction, here's what we did in this audit, and you can read it there. But the voice-driven survey format, that is where we're using Voiceform. And then from there, I've actually created, which I've mentioned all throughout LinkedIn in my post, I created tools to actually process that information. So yeah, if you're thinking I could do this myself, definitely become a customer of Voiceform, highly recommend them. But at the same time, what I provide is someone that your people can talk to, because they're not going to give you the honest truth. I did that and I was let go. I was not renewed within my contract. Never see them again, though I'm still friends with my coworkers. So those relationships have lasted. But that's the really cool thing within this is, I get the voice-driven feedback as if I'm there hearing from your employees. Then it's transcribed by Voiceform. I download the documents I need, put them through my tools, and bam, we have everything you need to actually scale smarter and faster and really have clarity and confidence of knowing like this information is from your team. That is the most important thing within your business. Yes, you want to make money, you want to reach new heights, but at the end of the day, you need to be looking after your team because they are the ones that are getting you to all these heights and the new levels. And I'm here to make that happen within Audyx. But in previous videos, in upcoming videos, there we go, I'll share more about the different topics we're covering, but you can see right there, this is kind of like the basic audit we have. And then if you would like to fine tune that at all, we can. But let me tell you that this will give you everything you need. And I'm really excited to keep on working with founders, and we'll further fine tune it as we go. But each section, you get the summary, you get visual data based on the scale-based, the open-ended, and then as I've mentioned, and why I think it's important to keep mentioning this is that we do have a QA system built into the tools that I made, as well as my own brain. The team that I build out will have that strong emphasis of like, we need to actually be the minds there to make sure these tools are working correctly. And if they're not, we'll make updates and fixes to them, and then we'll run everything through again to make sure you have the accurate data that you need. And then finally, how I've structured it is to have both scale-based and open-ended questions. So the scale-based ones are the Likert scale. You've probably taken them, everything from strongly disagree to strongly agree. And these should be gut feeling. So as you're reading them, you should know like, boom, 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 this is how it is within the company. And that, as I did my own research into all of this of like how to get the honest truth from people, this is actually shown to be like the best way to do it, because you're not spending time thinking, what do I actually think? What does the boss think? Like if I walked up to you in the street, I'm like, do you like your job? You'd say yes or no really fast. Like, do you know how you make money at your job? Yes or no, like agree, disagree, somewhere in between. Like you have these strong feelings. So as the participants are taking this audit, they have that information. Like these should be kind of quick gut responses so that we actually get the truth of what is happening within these different areas. This also allows me to cover so many more questions, whereas the open-ended ones do take more time. And so I've really structured it so that we get a ton of information from scale-based, as well as really insightful, impactful questions within the open-ended. And so the open-ended, that's where Voiceform comes in, and where they have the chance, as I have here, to freely reflect on the topic and surface blockers or suggest improvements. And I think you should also know that this both comes with me letting them know that like we don't only want to hear the bad. So as a leader, you want to know what is actually happening. And what's actually happening is that you have a lot of good. You have amazing things that are happening. You have some subpar things in the middle. And then you have some things that need a lot of improvement. And so that's what these are meant to uncover. It's not to let you know, oh, you just suck at all these areas. It's no, there's actually a lot of good in your business. And we break that apart for you and what we give you so that you know what is working well, because we want you to keep focusing on that. Like keep pushing this forward, strengthen it even more. What's subpar that like a few fixes that your team has said that I can actually get that to the next level, as well as what like really needs to be improved. And that if you fix those areas, that can make the difference of getting you to the next funding round that you're trying to get to, the revenue you need to qualify for that funding round. You think you just need more salespeople, you need more revenue. Yes, maybe you do, but also maybe not. Maybe there are issues within your company down here at the bottom that this audit will uncover for you. So I could not, be a fan more and more of the setup that I'm using of getting to work with Voiceform, having that in my process to really bring to you as leaders and founders something that is going to change your life. I mean, yeah, it's going to change your business, but as your business changes and you learn from your own team, you as a person, as a leader, will actually be able to do your job better. You will become a stronger and better leader that actually knows what's happening within your business. You can take care of your team. And as you are creating wealth for yourself in the business, you are also creating wealth in these people, the lives of your team. You're providing them an opportunity to work for you, but to build your dream, your vision. You're providing for them, their family, their housing, their food. Like, you're doing so much within their life. And if you can be a better leader and keep them for a longer time, get better work from them, better quality from them, why would you not want to do that? So I'm going to end it here. This was longer than I thought it would be, but I hope that if you are watching this, wondering if you want to do business with me, that you've seen that I really do care for what I'm doing with Audyx. I put a lot of time into researching how I can do this the best way, how it makes the most sense, but also can be done quickly. Like, within all of this, the basic setup I have is like, it's ready to go. Depending on how fast your team can take it, like, we can have all this information within a few days. Amazing. Never before, when you look at consulting or, getting mentorship or within that of like, how do I be better? Never can it actually be done faster than it can today. And I'm sure it's just going to improve even more and more. So if this is interesting, if you want to know what's happening within your business, get to test out and try out this new tool service that I have, the business I'm building from the bottom up, then let's talk. Connect. Click the links I have. Let's jump on a call and we'll take it from there.